Good morning, everyone. Go ahead and call our meeting to order. This is August 1st. And how are you? Dave, can you lead us in the pledge, please?
Okay. I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Dave. All right. Roll call, please.
Commissioner District 1, Randy Netherland.
I'm here.
Commissioner District 2, Kevin Schutte.
Here.
Commissioner District 3, Sharon Trask.
I'm here. Moving on to item number 4, correspondence and organizational business. Do we have any correspondence to report?
The Washington State Liquor and Cannabis Board sent in the following: a notice of liquor license application received for Bayshore Shell, added privilege for Hood Canal Market Fresh, and special occasion liquor license applications for Long Live the Kings and Harstein Island Women's Club. Bob Ferguson, Attorney General of Washington, sent in a letter regarding Mason County Fire District 12. Central Mason Fire and EMS District 5 sent in a letter regarding the 4th of July McEwen Friar. And Ken Van Buskirk sent in a public comment regarding Forterra's response to a local fire.
Great, thank you. Moving on to item number 5. This is the time we set aside for public comment. Public comment on anything that's not on the agenda. And then there's 3 minutes each, 15 minutes total. And when I call on you, go ahead, say your name, where you're from, and then go ahead and speak. Anyone want to speak?
Anyone else? Okay.
Erica?
Cool. Do you want me to do
Yep,
the
go
podium?
right up there,
Okay.
please. Thank you.
All right. Good morning, Erica Marbett. I work for the Squaxin Island Tribe. My office is 200 Southeast Billy Frank Jr. Way, but I live on Lynch Road, 3330 Southeast Lynch Road in Mason County. And I came today to just say thank you for the collaboration that I've had with Dave Wyndham, where we've been working on a variety of things, but as of late, I had asked Mason County and the City of Shelton to co-fund the Goldsboro Creek USGS monitoring station. And so I guess you guys said yes. So I came to say thank you for that, as did the City of Shelton. So thank you, and some thoughts on that are Goldsboro Creek is a common resource. We all share it. And it's a common resource for irrigation, for recreation, of course for fisheries, as well as the aquifers that feed the creek are our common drinking water. And so all of that is really important, and knowing the status of Goldsboro Creek is important for all those reasons. But because it's a changing thing, and we have changing climate, like we have El Nino, La Nina, Pacific Decadal Oscillation, it's hard to just walk there and say like one day, well, is it okay? Is there enough water? You kind of have to measure for decades. You have to measure stream flow. And so the Squaxin Island Tribe started funding USGS to run that station in 2004, and we also personally run 7 other stations in the county, but USGS is the gold standard, and so it's great to have them on Goldsboro Creek because so many people share that resource. But what I was going to say is that the funding, or the cost of funding that gauge, has gone up over time, and the funding that we use to pay for it has gone down. So at some point I found myself reaching out to you and the City of Shelton, and thank you for obliging. That's why I made the effort to talk to you, because I was like, oh, I don't know if we're going to be able to keep it going, but now we can. So I look forward to as many years as we can do that together, and I think that's about it. Just wanted to say I appreciate it. Yeah.
All right. Thank you. Thank you.
Like that, for us, that happened a lot.
Yeah.
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 Right.
Thank you very
Just
much.
one good example of,
Yes.
of collaborating. So,
Yeah.
all right. So with that, I will take my leave, and
Be safe, have
Yep.
a beautiful day.
good to see you all.
Bye, Erica.
Bye.
All right, great. Do we have anyone in this room that would like to address the commission? No? Anyone? Oh,
Oh, see.
I see a hand up in the Zoom room. JJ.
Good morning, can you hear me okay?
You can. Please state your name and where you're from.
Gerald Johnson, I live in Port Orchard.
All right.
So I was coming to you guys, so back on June 1st, my wife and I were out and we were on the Satsum Coquitlam Road looking at a piece of property, or going to look for a piece of property out there. And we had come across, there's a pothole in the road that there was no warning signs on it as far as that. And there was some unmaintained cold patch. Anyway, long story short, I ended up blowing out my tire, and it was a whole ordeal. Anyway, my insurance covered the tow all the way to Tacoma to have it repaired, and all that stuff. And I had put in a claim with you folks with the risk pool, and I guess, and I haven't heard anything back, and I've tried reaching out, and they said they just keep working on it, which is fine, but 2 months has gone by, and no word. And I guess really kind of, I'm patient, I understand how the process works, I'm actually in the industry myself, so I get it. What I didn't appreciate, though, was right off the get-go trying to be convinced it wasn't within Mason County and not their problem and all that stuff. And where I was at was very clearly very much inside Mason County, and there was a Mason County barricade that was set up right at the pothole that I hit. So anyway, so I'm just asking for, maybe to ask some questions or investigate and get this moved on, because it ended up being, it was $650 approximately. Like I said, my insurance covered all the tow. I don't care about all that. It was a new car, new tires, and I had to buy one tire, and Lexus had to do an alignment on it, and that's what I'm asking reimbursement for. So anyway, that's why I'm coming to you folks today, so I appreciate your time.
All right, thank you, Gerald. Now that we've been notified, we will continue looking into this. And we have your contact information, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you.
Bye.
Bye. Anyone else in the Zoom room? All right. Let's move on to item number 6, adoption of the agenda.
Madam Chair, I move for adoption of the agenda as presented.
Second?
We have a motion and a second to adopt the agenda as presented. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Motion passes. Moving on to item number 7, approval of minutes.
Madam Chair, I move approval of minutes for June 26th, July 5th, July 10th, and July 17th, 2023's briefings, and July 5th, 2023's regular minutes.
Madam Chair, I'll second.
All right, we have a motion and a second to approve the minutes for July 26th, July 5th, July 10th, and July 17th, 2023 briefing minutes, and July 5th, 2023 regular minutes. Any discussion? Call for the vote. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. All right, moving on to item number 8. This is our action agenda. Commissioners will read through the action agenda. Items can be removed for separate discussion or vote. Commissioner Schutte, if you could read items 8.1 through 8.6. Commissioner Netherland, 8.7 through 8.12. Wait, 8.13. Thank you. And then I'll read 8.14 through 8.18.
Very good. Madam Chair, item 8.1, approval of warrants and treasurer electronic remittances, claims clearing fund warrant numbers 8097848 through 8098144 in the amount of $2,865,691.50. Direct deposit fund warrant numbers 98421 through 98830 in the amount of $864,015.53. Salary clearing fund warrant numbers 7007471 through 7007507 in the amount of $571,071.48. And treasurer electronic remittance in the amount of $737,063.54. Item 8.2, approval to purchase Randox Toxicology multi-stat analyzers for toxicology, drug screening, and testing for approximately $64,181.12. Item 8.3, approval to pay the balance of the behavioral health transportation pilot program with the Paddy Wagon in the amount of $15,165.32 from treatment sales tax. Item 8.4, approval of the Washington State Department of Agriculture and Mason County Noxious Weed Control Board contract amendment to extend the project to control invasive knotweed until June 30th, 2025. Item 8.5, approval of the Justice AV Solutions upgrade in the amount of $27,185.30 for Superior Court and $4,194.24 for District Court. And item 8.6, approval of the Juvenile Detention Alternatives Initiative County Program Agreement with the State of Washington Department of Children, Youth, and Families for the maximum agreement amount of $56,000.
Madam Chair, item 8.7 reads approval for the chair to sign the Hood Canal Regional Pollution Identification Correction Program 4 contract for an additional $44,546. Item number 8.8, approval of the Northwest Resources 2 Social Opportunity Services Program contract for the amount of $167,655.40 from the treatment sales tax. Item number 8.9, approval to advertise a request for proposal for janitorial services for the anticipated amount of $245,000. Item number 8.10, approval of lead pay for Tammy Wright, Senior Emergency Management Coordinator from June 1st, 2023 until the annual budget review process, and for Nicole Wilson, Risk Manager from July 1st, 2023 to November 1st, 2023. Item 8.11, approval for the Auditor's Office Recording Department to update their Tyler Technology systems to include improved records public access software in the amount of $22,500 for software and implementation and a $1,500 annual maintenance fee. Item number 8.12, approval of the Phillips Lake County Park attendant agreement with G. Nennis in the amount of $100 per month. Item number 8.13, approval of the 2023 through 2026 collective bargaining agreement for the Woodworkers Local Lodge W38IAM Office of Public Defense Support Staff.
Item 8.14, approval of the January 2023 through December 2026 collective bargaining agreement for ASBE Local 1504. Item 8.15, approval of the resolution updating the non-represented salary scale to show the removal of the administrative assistant and legal secretary positions, retitle receptionist secretary to customer service specialist, and to create a new title for the second receptionist secretary to administrative assistant commissioner's office, and to move that position from range 10 to range 13. Item 8.16, approval of the subrecipient agreement amendment with Community Action Council of Lewis, Mason, and Thurston Counties for service provisions under the Community Development Block Grant, CV1 and CV2. Item 8.17, approval of the subrecipient agreement amendment with Community Action Council of Lewis, Mason, and Thurston Counties to extend the Community Development Block Grant Public Services Grant. Item 8.18, approval of the fiscal year 24 through 25 Consolidated Homeless Grant Housing and Essential Needs contract with Community Action Council of Lewis, Mason, and Thurston Counties. Okay, Commissioners, having read through the action agenda, are there any items you would like to have removed for separate discussion or vote?
No.
Anyone in our audience that would like to have any items removed for separate discussion or vote? Anyone in the Zoom room? All right. Well, I'll go ahead and, is there a motion?
Madam Chair, I move approval of today's action agenda items numbered 8.1 through 8.17 as read.
I'll second.
Or I'm sorry, 8.18 as read.
1A.
Okay. So we do have a motion and a second to approve the items on the action agenda 8.1 through 8.18 as read. Any discussion?
Just a comment if you may. First of all, I want to thank the Paddy Wagon and our staff for putting that together. That's been a wonderful program, and thank you for your patience as we put these things together. We very much appreciate you. I want to give an extreme heartfelt shout out to our staff for all the hard work that they've done when it comes to these union union contracts, and to our unions, because this county has done exceptionally well for both sides of it. We've been very responsible with how we've gone about this, and we've been able to accomplish something I've never seen in all the years I've been here. We've accomplished, 9 of them in the last 12 months, to where everybody is well taken care of from both sides, and I can hold my head high with every decision we've made on this, and I very much appreciate all that hard work, because that does not come easy. And matter of fact, as I said before, I've never seen it before. This has been done exceptionally well, so thank you to all your staff. Please give a shout out from the commission, as well as all the unions, for stepping up to do all the right things that they can to make sure everybody was taken care of, including the citizens of Mason County. This was not one-sided.
No comments.
All right, and just echo those comments. Well said. All right, I'll go ahead and call for the vote. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. Moving on to item number 9. Other business. Do we have any department heads or any elected officials that would like to address the commission? Loretta?
Morning, Commissioners. Loretta Swanson, Public Works and Utilities Waste Management Director, and I am really pleased and excited this morning to introduce our interns. And I'll introduce John Ronald also, who is our great intern shepherd. John's our sign shop foreman, and he and Mike McGurven, who's not here this morning, have been taking front and center in making sure that our folks are entertained, educated, learning good things. And I'd also like to acknowledge our Human Resources Department this morning. Winter and Mary and her team have been great in making sure that our folks are learning all of the life skills and skills needed in the employment arena, and hopefully gathering some things in that regard too. So really excited. Got all kinds of great talent here and different skills, and hopefully our folks are learning fun things and getting out and about. There hasn't been a whole lot of office time, darn it. This is some of that this morning. So John, maybe some quick introductions. Get on up here, John.
And I really themselves and tell a little bit about themselves.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, John Ronald, Mason County Public Works and the sign shop foreman. Natalie and Ben and Austin.
Good morning.
Morning.
My name is Natalie Goff. I'm a student at OSA at the moment. I did Running Start throughout high school, and I'm going to WSU at the end of next year, hopefully. My major is engineering, so this was a perfect opportunity that I kind of stumbled upon, and it was perfect. I'm hoping to end up at Bangor eventually.
Go for it.
All right.
It's all you.
We've been kind of everywhere. It's been really nice to be able to look at a couple of the shops and go across from a bunch of different people. So we've been with the survey crew, with the sign shop. We've done a couple of their new projects. We've got curve analysis, which is a new form of ball banking that they've been working on that we've got to kind of take the lead in. We've been trained in some GIS work, like I said, the survey crew, a little bit of compaction testing. We're hoping to get on a couple other projects with the bridge coming up next week, a bit more like real engineering based. It's been a lot of fun. It's been pretty eye-opening to real world. A lot of stuff going on.
That's awesome. Go for it, Dan.
My name is Ben Rasa. I start WSU's mechanical engineering program on the 21st of this month. Pretty excited, and yeah, like Natalie said, we've just been getting in everywhere. John's been rotating us through, and we've been learning a lot.
Hello, I'm Austin Williams. I am going to Eastern Washington for studying mechanical engineering there. I am currently, this upcoming year is my third year doing mechanical engineering. I have one more after this upcoming year, so 2 more years of doing schooling for me to get my bachelor's in mechanical engineering. I saw that there was this engineering internship, which was it was close to where I live during the summer. So I decided to take this opportunity to at least get my feet wet, I guess, with some engineering experience.
Awesome.
Thank you. And the stuff that we were doing, they've had me mostly doing topo and also just more curve analysis and doing reflecting testing or measuring the reflectivity of the stop signs and also putting the sleeves on, and then also doing some GIS and creating more of the signs and mile marker things for the culverts.
Very cool. As they say, the internship's nearby, but I have to commend all 3 of these folks. There's quite the drive involved, right? You're coming from Elma.
Yeah.
Ben, where are you? Vaughn, okay. And Natalie, you're up north. Yeah. So every day, I mean, they're committed. They're doing some commutes.
I want the one for who you got to come back and work here forever. And if you're from Vaughn, you're going right through me too. So you go ahead and come here and work here forever also.
Hey, sounds good.
So anyway, very excited and thankful for the internship program, and it's been a great launch, and we'll look forward to your constructive criticism about how we can make it a better launch next year. Appreciate it.
They were definitely the guinea pigs. This is the first time, and they know it. So we're learning as much from them as we're trying to teach them. So
that's right.
Next time around, we'll smooth it out a little.
Such a great program, though. I hope we can help you to get whatever you need to keep doing and going forward with this.
Very helpful, actually.
Yeah.
Really helpful.
Well, your whole industry, guys, that you're talking about, we're begging these days. It's
absolutely.
So thank you for even
You
stepping
got
up
the
into
world
that
in your
industry.
hands right now. Go get it.
Just appreciate you taking the time to come join our meeting today and introduce yourselves. I hope it was a really good summer. My father-in-law was an engineer, did 35 years with the Department of Defense at Keyport, and got to do some really cool stuff. And you know, I think when we think about engineering, being able to work in the public sector provides a lot of different opportunities. And so, like Commissioner Netherland said, you're going to leave us here in a couple of weeks, and you're going to go on and continue your education. But don't forget about us. We'll leave the light on for you. We're always hiring. And you know, I remember when I was your age, I did an internship with the Pennsylvania State Police. I grew up back east, and finished that internship, went off and did a little bit of other things for a little while. Then I came back and I worked there for 5.5 years. Based on those relationships that I built while I was interning there, just being able to plug back in and have those those career connections was really helpful for me. And so no matter how far away from Mason County you go, know that we're all here rooting for you, and would love to see you come back and work with us someday, although it sounds like the Navy provides some pretty cool opportunities too. But just really excited to see what the future holds for you, and just happy to support you in all those endeavors. So thank you for your summer with us.
No, they remind me, I was a keynote speaker for an engineer group that got together one time, and they remind me there's 2 types of engineers: those that engineer things to be built for you to have an excellent life, and those that are engineers that build things to tear it all and blow it all up. So, but they're both engineers.
Yeah, Loretta was singing your praises yesterday. Loretta and I went on a road trip, and so she was talking about you and how happy she was that all 3 of you were there, and she even said that he was doing a good job. I know. But welcome to Mason County. Mason County is probably one of it is my favorite county. And so please come back. Please. Don't forget about us. We're a pretty amazing place. All right. Yes, thank you guys. All right, do we have?
I think,
You go ahead and go, you don't have to listen to our calendar.
yeah.
Hey
guys.
Hey, could,
Would you mind?
hey, Mike,
Would you mind hanging out until after the meeting with us?
I think they want a picture.
we want to get a
Yeah,
picture.
we'll grab a picture with all of you for social media.
I forget about that stuff.
Yeah.
Good idea.
You almost made it, Joey.
You thought you could get away. All right, do we have any other department heads? No. Anyone in the Zoom room? No, all right. Let's move on to, well, we have no public hearing this morning. And so let's move on to board calendars and reports. Commissioner Netherland, Commissioner Schutte, and then me.
Okay, I'll try to go through it quick. At an audit committee meeting, we had that basic ribbon cutting at the Veterans Village. Mason Transit Authority, I was at Rispel for 3 days. Mason County Housing Authority met over and over again during the whole process with HUD, trying to help with our Mason County Housing Authority and getting those funds through. Rotary, North Mason Rotary Board of Health, Peninsula Regional Transportation Organization, North Mason Chamber of Commerce, another transportation Regional Transportation Organization legislative meeting. Salmon Enhancement Group had their annual meeting. I met with our director and we went to the meeting at Crab, County Road Administration Board, where our staff did a very wonderful presentation. And I want to say, I called Mark and I explained how I've been here for a long time. And I remember when I first started, I went and did something like that. And we had different counties in some local cities, Port Orchard, and a few others. And when I walked out, I remember telling our commissioners I was disappointed because we didn't feel like we were even at the same level as some of these places like Port Orchard and stuff at the time. Kind of an inside joke, but now I believe our Public Works Department can kick their Public Works Department ass. I'm just saying it. They did good. No, I'm proud of them. Their presentation was wonderful. We've come a long way, guys. We really have. We can hold our own with any of them, and I just want to let you know that I was very proud of all your staff and your staff and what they said and how they did the presentation, but all of them what you're doing. So thank you for that.
They did a great job, and thank you for
They
attending,
did.
Commissioner.
Yeah.
It was a nice meeting.
And then, let's see. Let's see. Left board executive meeting we just had. I have another one here I can't even read my own writing on. Have coming up next week another Peninsula Regional Transportation Organization executive board meeting. Some more Rotary. Wasac has their virtuals. Elected official meeting. Is that going to happen? I have it on my calendar. Is that an old one or did you schedule?
What date do you have it on there?
Well, if you're asking me that, then it's not scheduled.
Yeah, I know.
So we're not gonna worry about that one.
Well, let us know how it goes.
Yeah, Port of Allen Olympic Regional Clean Air Authority meeting. Let's see. I actually am going to also be doing a finance meeting for them, and I'm going to a Rod Stewart concert. Eat your heart out.
Oh.
Wow.
I've been to like 8 or 9 over the years.
Young
We've
turds.
grown old together.
You guys know who Rod Stewart is?
Yeah.
That's going to be the required listening on the way back to the office.
Yeah.
Yeah, little Maggie May. It's my turn. Okay. So let's see. Be attending the Vietnam Veterans pinning ceremony with Congressman Kilmer at Memorial Hall later on this week. I know Commissioner Allen has had a chance to participate in those in the past, and they're just, I think, a really uplifting opportunity for our veterans from that era. So looking forward to that. Let's see, briefings on Monday, followed by Broadband Action Team, MACECOM board meeting, Criminal Justice Working Team, and then the Puget Sound Partnerships Ecosystem Coordination Board meeting, IT Steering Committee, and then Behavioral Health Coalition Agenda Prep meeting with Mason Health. Back for briefings, Mason Crisis Services System of Care Work Group, my bi-weekly BHASO and Olympic Health and Recovery check-in, and then back for our commission meeting on the 15th.
All right, so after this one, I have the EDC Legislative Steering Committee, meeting with a couple constituents, meeting with Tim Whitehead. We're having a Mason County Discovery meeting for a pending lawsuit. Well, it's not pending, it is going on. So anyway, we're having the LTAC meeting tomorrow. I'm walking the streets with Sharon Joe. It's not what it sounds like. We get coffee and we walk around the town. So, Public Works Board Executive Committee meeting. Having an event coming up Thursday night, but I can't talk about it because it's a surprise. And then a Public Works Board meeting. The Vietnam Veterans Pinning Ceremony. So looking forward to that one. You know, we couldn't do what we do if it hadn't been for our veterans. So pretty cool. Briefings, Wasatch Virtual Assembly, Turning Point meetings, local emergency planning meeting, get my hair done, business after hours at the Cameo Boutique, EDC meeting, another Public Works Board meeting, meeting with Peninsula Community Health, and then on Saturday, it's a Turning Point resilience run for domestic violence. So if anybody is interested in that, please, there's a flyer out in the copy room. There's information on the Turning Point website, but it's the first annual for an amazing woman that passed away. So anyway, that's then briefing, virtual assemblies, and then on the 14th we start the canvassing board for this current election, and then we're back on Monday or Tuesday for our commission meetings.
Madam Chair, I have something that we may be at the same location. I didn't mention it because they've asked me to go to Peninsula Health to receive an award. We may both be there doing the same thing, so okay. I wanted to put that on there. Then, and also, you guys know how important those pinning celebrations have been for me. As a commissioner, it's probably one of the highest points of all the things that I've done. And I can't be there. I'm gone. As you know, I'm actually out of state, or I would be there come hell or high water. If you don't mind, please make note that I do care, and I am sorry that I could not be there to stand with them for this next group that's going through. I appreciate that.
Sure.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right. That brings us to the end of our agenda.
Madam Chair, move we adjourn.
Second.
And we are adjourned.
Have a good day. Get your ballots in.
That's right.
Yeah, don't forget to vote.